Everyone ready?
Yes, sir.
Alright. Hey, welcome back to
Two cooks
And one, sir.
Welcome back, everyone. Please take us time to like, share, subscribe, click the notification icon for future content notifications. And also, thank you for joining us today. If you're returning, we really appreciate that. If it's your first time, welcome. Please enjoy yourselves. Hit that like, share, subscribe, all that shit.
do all that good stuff.
Mm-hmm.
DM me too, because I might DM you back. You never know.
Yep.
And we'll make sure we put his social tags underneath,
Mm-hmm.
so y'all can definitely hit them up.
Yep. And for audio and listeners, go online and say our names are.
Ace.
Slim Jim.
And I'm Steve. Welcome back, everyone.
I got two names. What can I say?
Slim and Jim.
Yeah, he is Slim Jim.
Yep.
I mean, look at me. I mean, shit. Slim. And I like to be called Jim, so I mean, shit.
It's
Alright.
an accurate
Yeah.
name.
God damn. Yeah, so what are our topics this week?
Well, we're gonna start off with Employee of the Month.
Employee of the month.
Employee of the Month. What's the what's?
Like the movie?
Nah, just like
Oh.
at work. You're getting Employee of the Month at work. Like they recognize your like work ethic. and
Oh,
shit.
you mean like
Okay.
that title I got?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Congratulations, sir.
It's like, all right here.
I was 1 star away from beating him. 1 star, 2 stars technically.
That was probably a lot of stars, so I'm not gonna
Honestly,
get
I
into
was
that.
going to get Employee of the Month 2 months in a row, but
Yeah.
somehow they lost my paperwork in the first month.
Crazy.
Crazy how that works.
Crazy.
Which I thought was really fucking funny when our boss came up to me and was like, yeah, I'm going to need you to refill up paperwork. Somebody lost your paperwork. And I was like, really?
I'm not surprised.
It's
I
fine.
mean, mistakes happen. I mean,
Mistakes
I
happen.
didn't even have the recipes for like the first like 2 months of me working there, and I still don't. Like I've never gotten the book. I never got the book.
You should probably say something.
Yeah,
Probably
'cause
should. I mean, I already know everything though.
No, you don't know everything.
I don't know everything
that
that I
book
haven't
is
learned
thick.
yet.
It's like that thick.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I know like a good solid third of it.
No, you don't.
There's a lot in there.
Yeah, you probably
There's
know
a lot of
fry.
official recipes. And
I
stuff.
know
Pizza.
fried pizza and pantry. That's it.
Dude.
I don't think you know pantry.
I don't
I
think
know
you know
I
pantry.
don't even know pantry.
No,
Yeah.
the only thing I don't know is the
And I'm,
damn
like,
barbecue
actually trained on
salad. The damn barbecue salad. That shit
That's
is
actually
retarded.
super easy. It's actually easy.
That's the only one I don't know.
It's everything's right in the room.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's super easy to do.
All right, word. So I do know everything about pantry.
There you go.
Pantry's also not that hard.
It's just the fucking 2 computers. That shit is so retarded.
Well, technically, it's a 2-man station that because of COVID, they're like 1 person. Yeah.
Is that really what it is?
That's what it was.
Okay.
Well, when things slow
That makes
down,
sense. That
one
makes
person
sense.
can
Yeah,
handle
no,
it.
like it's
Yeah.
handleable, but it's just annoying to see like, oh, you got this right here, and
That's
then
why
the
it's
same
like
thing is on
there's
this
2 people.
screen, and you're like,
Yeah.
wait, so I have 3? Like when I first was over there, I was so
All right,
confused
so
because I would
let's
see
not
2.
talk
and
about
Oh,
then
yeah,
one.
let's stop
our
branching
work.
off. All right,
Yeah,
so
but how do y'all feel about Employee of the Month?
Well, like I feel like
How do y'all feel about me getting Employee of the Month?
I was really
Yeah, I'm
no,
sir.
honestly,
I'm actually really curious.
honestly, my honest opinion was you should have gotten it the month prior, and then you told me that you weren't able to get it the month prior because they lost your information.
Right.
So my personal thing is like, if you wouldn't have gotten Employee of the Month either last month or this month, I would have probably said something. Just because like, I only know what I know how to do because of you, literally. And anything I didn't know how to do was
But
taught
this
to me
place is
by
different.
either.
It's not like based off
Yeah.
what your own accomplishments. It's
I mean, yeah, I know
based off
that,
of
but
what you
at the
do
same
now.
time,
Yeah.
it's like
And-
we've gone there and we went from cooking pancakes to a completely different thing, right?
yeah, it really
And
not great.
you
Yes.
obviously you take us and put all 3 of us together, right? And then it's you, like not even trying to take anything against myself or the other guy, but fucking Steve and I, like, I would say you have taught me majority of the things I know. And, like, I don't know. If you hadn't gotten the Employee of the Month, I wouldn't have, I don't know. I just feel like you deserved it more than anyone else in that restaurant. Just because you went from being where
Honestly,
you were to where, like,
alright.
you learned
See,
everything that you already
the way
know.
I feel about it is I do take a lot of their bullshit.
You do.
And
That's what I'm saying.
I help out, and then, like, whenever they need to fill in somebody, I am usually that person to go to, and I'm the most like a person that can do more than just one station.
Like you even come in clutch for covering up for me because of my injuries. I know you cover.
Like
that's the only reason why you're over on Friday.
Every station,
I guarantee it. I guarantee the only reason why they've offered you Friday.
I'm not mad at getting unemployed. I just know there's a huge target on my back for having it. Especially being there for such a short period of time.
That is
true.
The
amount of jokes people were joking on me today, there was a lot. It was quite a bit.
That's crazy.
And
I don't know how I feel about
it's
that.
It's fine. Like. I bust my ass every day.
That's why I was.
I try to do the best I can.
And that's how you've always been.
Yeah, so that's how I always been. Yeah.
Like even when you didn't.
That's why I feel like Steve is definitely going to get it soon. If like,
Steve, you can talk. You can talk all down on yourself, but like you
Steve,
know that you do more than everyone.
He does a lot. And the only thing he doesn't do is like the hot side of the kitchen.
Yeah,
he does like pizza. He does like pantry. But he also does. But if you wanted to,
if they wanted to move him over there, they could. He could do it.
He could do it, and he'll do better than a lot of those people.
A lot of them. Literally, like everything I know has been taught by either Steve or Ace. Like literally. Like basically everything I know has been taught by them two or our other friend that came with us. And like I'm the only one that either doesn't have school or multiple years of experience. So like me looking, at our new job and I see that Ace already got that employee of the month, that really gives me like the incentive of like they have respect for not only him but like the people he brought with him, because at the end of the day, like he brought us with him, and so did it was really Steve and Ace that got us in there, and I wouldn't even have a job.
Especially with us like being new, you think like they might give like some of the older people that've been there a while.
Right.
It shows that they actually are watching everybody. Not just the people that's been there
for
a while.
And like even with me being injured, 90% of the time I'm working, I'm hardly there, and like the amount of love I get is ridiculous. Like coming from my previous job, I'm like I can't even like fathom how well I'm treated.
They're very respectful of like your medical conditions and shit like that.
And
it's like if you're like, hey, I can't work this weekend because of blank, they're sympathetic with it.
Yeah, that's why I was talking
it
about
literally makes me cry. Like sometimes I'll cry. Like I'm just like, bro, someone actually gives a shit.
He was talking about how he got had his injuries and like had to miss time for medical reasons, and there was like a large portion of time where he was gone, and I was like, when you were gone, like during that time period, I thought you were getting fired because you were missing so much time.
I missed.
You thought that it was. I
was thinking like,
there's no way they can accommodate him.
I thought I was too.
And like, it's because we're like brainwashed.
We are brainwashed
for so many years.
Scarred. We're what we call rescue employees.
We've maybe brainwashed isn't like the thing, but we are scarred from our last.
Literally, we were. I still am a little scarred, strictly because I didn't. Bro, I went 100 fucking miles an hour into a brick wall, and I had a week to recover. A week. Just a week.
And you had to be back at work.
And I had to be back at work working full time with a broken hand.
Yeah, that was fucked up.
And then I quit that job and I got this new job with that broken hand that literally the job that I have now is 1,000,000 times, one, better, two, a better like future for me, and three, the people actually give a shit about the people that are standing next to them. And like just the fact that like I haven't been fired in the last 2 weeks, like I've only been able to work 3 days this last week. And at my old job, if I had only been able to work 3 days this last week, I would not have $1 in my pocket. But I have money in my pocket because they make sure I have shifts on the days that I don't have doctor's appointments. And like, I don't know, that just, like I've cried over it a few times, like no cap, like that shit, like it means more than even, like they probably don't even realize how much it means to me. Because like I had to drop out of college because of a concussion. It's like I can't go back to school until my head's 100%,
Yep.
whatever.
Mhm.
So it's like I think about it and I'm like, I was about to get stuck at that shitty ass job,
All right.
and
Well,
Enough talking about the shit place we
Yeah,
came
100%.
from.
Yeah.
All right.
100%.
Yeah.
So
I'll tell you what something I'm trying to say is it's really nice when a place appreciates you and
Yeah.
he will reciprocate that with
Right.
hard work and dedication.
Right,
Yes.
and like
Yeah.
that's
When
my
they-
thing about
when they
the-
care about you, they care. People care about each other when they are cared for.
So
So anyway,
back to- back to
employee
topic.
of the month.
employee of the month.
employee of the month.
Well, like you guys said, yeah, if I really bust my ass, like obviously I do all the time. I'm not just like slacking. But
You
like
never
if I
do.
really like give that extra oomph and like blow it out of the water, I absolutely could. But here's why I
don't-
wouldn't want to get employee of the month. It's a really dumb reason, but I think it's a very important reason for my purposes. I don't want my picture taken and put on the wall.
bro. Yeah, I was looking at myself and I was like,
I was thinking, what if I got a bad picture? What was a bad
yeah, that
picture
was a
day?
bad picture day,
It
bro.
doesn't even look like
it doesn't look like
It
me at
doesn't look
all.
like you at all.
When did they take it?
Like 2 months ago.
Yeah.
On
Like
the
a
day that
month
we
ago.
started?
Like, it was like a month and a half.
Oh no,
in.
that means I probably looked whack as hell too.
You know what? I was glad
We were all deprived
Like,
of
yeah,
my
life.
first
One,
We were all deprived of life, okay?
on my
When we took
first
those pictures.
day working at this place, the guy who hired us and like the other like head dude, right, was like, "Hey, we should get Steve's picture his first day here," and I was like, "I don't want that because I'm not doing so good right now, and I know I would just look like raccoon, like
Yeah,
wide eyes, like
no,
whoa,
like-
it's all different here.
yeah,
There's
like
ventilation, and there's this, and there's that, and there's
AC.
procedure.
Holy shit!
It's vented.
yeah, there's drains everywhere.
Everywhere.
Oh my god!
Like, that's one of my biggest things. Like, there's so many drains.
No more grease trap. It just goes right in the floor, and there's a grease trap outside, and the whole professional people clean. It's so.
Dude, the fact that I don't have to fill up the steam wells, that's kind of cool.
That's my job.
Yeah. But that shit lasts all day.
Dude,
does.
all
Yeah,
day.
It lasts all
But
fucking
no,
day.
another
All
thing
day.
about why I wouldn't get employee of the month, you have to like give descriptions about yourself, like what's your favorite hobbies, like when
Yeah,
you
so
start.
that part wasn't that bad. Like,
Yeah.
I think the worst one of those questions was what's my favorite animal, and I just made up some bullshit.
What'd you say, Ace?
A liger.
Nice.
A fucking
That's
liger.
great.
Mm.
But yeah, my opinion about
I'm waiting for somebody to ask me what the fuck's a liger.
Oh, they're gonna have it. It's gonna happen soon. Yeah. Well, I know people who haven't asked already know what it is.
yeah, that's just because they're not Spanish.
Probably true. But anyways, another reason why, yeah, if I were to get, let's just say I did get employee of the month.
Right.
If I did, I'd be happy. I'd be stoked.
Yeah, I'm still waiting on my $50.
That's it. Yeah. If you
Yeah.
get employee of the year, you get more money too, right? Like if I'm
Yeah,
something
it's
like that. Yeah,
500 or something.
yeah. But if I did, and the picture wasn't good, I know how I would just
Bro,
get
I'm-
away from
Like,
not
if I
having
ever
a picture
get it
up there.
again, I'm gonna make sure we take multiple pictures. I'm like,
Oh no, I'm just gonna draw a dick on the picture, so that way they have to take it down. There's no way they saved that fucking photo. There's no way they saved it. Like,
No, they save it.
well
They
then,
save it.
Yeah.
more
Yeah,
dicks.
I'm pretty positive, like, they send these pictures to corporate.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they have a
They
picture
have
of
to.
me.
They
I'm pretty
probably
sure
do.
they
Yeah,
have.
they have to send this shit to corporate.
Well, they're gonna waste a lot of printer paper on me. It's gonna be dicks, 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 dicks. And here's the worst thing. They're gonna have it on there. What? Just corporate walks in one day. Hey, nice and plate. What the fuck is that on the guy's face? Who drew this? They're gonna take it down. Or what if they're like, we'll just know when corporate comes in, we'll just leave it up, right?
Then there's just a dick on your face.
And everyone's gonna know I fucking drew it. Well, actually, no. If they didn't know, I
They
would.
wouldn't know.
If they didn't know,
They would
Yeah,
literally
I feel
think
like
it was
there's-
either me, you,
no,
or
no, no. There's a
Yeah,
camera that like is that
there's
hallway.
a camera.
So they would know
Yeah,
what you
they
mean.
would,
I would
yeah.
own it. I'm like, yeah, I drew my dick. I drew a dick on my own employee of the month picture, fuckers. I would just own it up, but yeah. Hopefully that would just get them taken down. I'm not photogenic at all.
Well,
Like,
no, what you should do is like, yo, can you just not put a picture?
well, like that blank Facebook profile.
We're like, yo, take a picture of the hallway
Yeah.
and make everybody think that it's a ghost.
I'll do it
Honestly-
with my mask and my bandana on, so you just see like the little slither of my eyes.
honestly,
That's what I would do. If like, hey, I don't want my actual face on here for privacy reasons.
for my personal opinion about employee of the month,
Oh yeah, I'm about to say, why would you not want to be employee of the month? Out of
Or
curiosity.
what you want it to be.
One
I-
might not be, yeah.
Yeah.
I would love to be, but at the moment with my
Okay, we got that part.
Your
Yeah,
injuries.
with
Yeah,
my
we-
injuries, obviously, I would feel bad technically if I got it because I'm not there often enough, in my opinion. I mean, yeah, I work hard when I'm there, but like I'm hurting, so I can only do so much. But once I'm 100% back to normal and I'm no longer hurting, I mean, if I get the opportunity to become, get the opportunity to become the employee of the month, like that's something that I would actually look really forward to, and something I would, bust my ass for. But as of now, it's kind of one of those things. Like I don't want to make it look like I feel like I deserve that, even though I don't, because I'm not able to work
It's
as
like
much
if you
as
got
I can.
it, you can say that you honestly earned it, not just like
Right.
Yeah.
And I want to be like working 5 days a week again before I get that. Like I don't want them to be like,
Yo,
oh, he's busting his ass, but like
I want at
he's
the end
hurting.
of the year,
we'll give it
each
to
store
him.
just has like their top representatives
That'd
and
be
just
cool.
have a work off.
They fly me into
like the
one
literally like the movie work employee of the month.
Yeah. They have
I
one
want
location in
that.
the country. They fly them all to.
Yeah, and then fucking what's his face comes in and like tests all the food. What's his face?
The head guy.
No, the
No
they
names.
They have an actual.
They have an actual dude. Yeah,
executive.
they have him.
Yeah. So
I was gonna say Jordan Ramsay. Or
Gordon
Ramsay.
Gordon Ramsay. I don't know why I said
No,
Jordan.
no, we don't need all that.
Nah, we don't need that.
That would be funny though. If I ever saw Gordon Ramsay, I'm pretty sure I would just tell him it's gonna be shitty.
I would not want to see Gordon Ramsay
No.
walk into a kitchen when I'm
Yeah.
on the fucking shift.
Yeah, no.
Nope,
If
I
I'm
don't
on
want
the
that.
shift, I'm gonna look the guy in the eyes
Honestly,
and say,
I
"Yo,
would
come back
all of a
here,
sudden
come
be
cook
sick.
it for me."
If it's my day off, hell yeah, I
I
will.
would be sick that day.
If it's my day
literally
off,
be
and I so
like,
happen to
oh,
be in
yeah,
the
like, dead
I
ass.
think I got COVID.
Yeah.
Like, I'm pretty sure I got COVID.
Because I'm not gonna let him come in and be like, "Oh, you're too young to be
you
back
fucking
here."
donkey.
I'm not. I can't. Like,
Yeah.
I just went.
if he teaches me how to cook it and then I give it to him, 100% you can eat it. But
Nah,
if you're not
fuck
standing
that.
there
I'd
next
be
to me,
way too
Because I've seen
paranoid.
that man cook, or like watch.
hey,
videos
I'm young
of,
enough
like,
to stand there
pro
next to him.
Yeah.
I can
and, like,
take
yo,
some
he
shit.
shits all over these people.
Dude, I can take
yo.
some shit.
And, like,
I
yo,
can
he's
take
not
some
even
shit.
not even tasting it.
He is
Like,
so excited.
he's just looking and watching videos, watching the way you cook it. He got
Yeah.
upset with a dude the way because like he balled his carrots
Mhm.
and instead of just leaving them blanched carrots
Yeah.
with
Yeah.
the beef stew or some shit.
It's like, why?
Yeah,
You use a
what the fuck
microwave.
is this?
You use a microwave at all to give that man food, and you might get shot. Like I've seen some videos of like him literally getting food on his table and then literally walking back into the restaurant and
you
saying,
know this man literally
"Is this
has
microwaved?"
a bunch of pigs in his backyard, and I feel like he probably fed those pigs people.
Probably the people he doesn't like. Probably the people with shitty food. Probably the people that gave him
Yeah,
food poisoning.
So I'm pretty positive.
I feel like
he
if
teaches
you-
his kid. I was watching this video. He teaches his kids to take care of these pigs and like these chickens in his backyard,
Yeah.
and give them names,
Okay.
and then he has them kill them.
His
Oh,
kids.
his
Oh,
kid.
that's fucked
Yeah, and then
His
he has them
kids.
kills them, and they eat these fuckers. And bro, this man is fucked in the head. He has a whole
Yeah,
YouTube
like,
channel.
bro, like, it
Like,
wasn't
like,
until I was...
channel. I've seen like his food reviews stuff.
Yeah,
I haven't seen,
He
like,
has
seen
like a
Raising
blog channel.
Pigs.
No, I
Yeah.
love watching
He has a
the
blog
Iron
channel.
Chef one.
I was
Wow.
literally
Iron
at
Chef shit is
Monty's
sick.
at Nick's house
Yeah.
one day, and like they had that shit up there, and shit fucked me
Yeah,
up.
no, because Ryan and I, we'll fucking watch shit like all Gordon Ramsay all the time. We'll just be like, yo, just turn from Gordon Ramsay, and we'll just watch it just to laugh. And like just to see like some of the things he says to people, it's like
Pretty outrageous.
I'm so happy that you like because I'm not saying that I'm not like I don't know how to cook. I'm just like I've never been to school
Not
for
to
it.
him, you don't.
Yeah, and that's my
Yeah,
point. Like
to
to
you
him,
definitely don't.
he'd
Bro.
look at me and say,
I saw his scrambled eggs. Oh
Bro,
my
Have you
God.
actually made those scrambled eggs?
No.
"No,
I
there's
have.
no."
They are not that good. They are not. I'm sorry. You have to have a really highly refined palate to think those are good. Those are no.
But yeah,
bueno.
the way I saw those eggs, I was like, yo, that is not okay. Like,
the way he makes them?
Yeah, it takes like 12, 15 minutes to
That's
make
not
it.
good.
It takes a minute, and you dirty the pot. You ever try and clean that pot afterwards? You can't get it done. It soak it forever, then scrub like
worse
mad
than the
jam.
poach pan.
No.
About that, actually.
About that.
Wow.
Yeah. For
Wow.
like 3 eggs.
Because
Yeah.
I like to think I kept
That's the part
My
like,
poach pan was one of the cleanest poach pans in the world. I'm just gonna fucking say that right
after it
now.
was cleaned.
No. Fuck you and fuck you.
You
I
could
was
have
the
a
only
clean poach
I
pan,
was the only
but-
one that would come back there without it fucking caked like someone just fucking jerked off in that bitch. Because sometimes when I would get it when I was in
So
dishes,
next topic of jerked off pans.
Like, well, how did that even come the fuck up?
Dude,
Well, I mean, things just happen.
dude, eggs and pans fucking they piss me off.
Yeah.
Don't cook eggs in pans. Or just don't cook eggs. One or the other.
I'm an avid egg eater and cooker, but
That's why I don't eat them with you.
Remember that whole month where I ate eggs?
Bro,
for
I was like, dude,
12
you're
eggs.
insane.
Dude, this man would eat like 24 boiled
Yeah,
eggs.
12 eggs.
Oh no, it's 12.
12 eggs a day.
No matter what.
But
He would change it up every day. So one day it would be
Different
scrambled.
style, yeah.
One day he'd have 12 fried eggs. One day he'd have 12 over medium. One day he'd have 12
hard
poached.
boiled.
And I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, and this man, like, honestly, I think you might have gained some like solid muscular weight after that.
I don't think I gained shit from it.
I don't know. Have you weighed though? Because I think
This was
muscularly.
literally back in January.
No, I know,
Yeah,
but like
6
since
months
Yeah,
ago.
no,
9
but
months
6
ago,
months
yeah.
ago, I wouldn't
that
say
shit
you were.
was a fucking while
No,
ago.
you and I have been actually kind of not necessarily active, but like I feel like you going to the
fuck are you
gym
talking
and
about?
being active, your ass after all those eggs, you do look leaner than when I first came back from college. And like just
Okay,
being
thank
like
you,
just no, like that's what happens when you eat 12 fucking eggs every day. I just you gotta look out for a guy. Make sure he knows that like you definitely leaned up there, bud.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's all compliments. All compliments.
All right, let's talk about leaning.
They didn't lean, they fell straight the fuck down. So tomorrow, as we're filming this, tomorrow is the 20-year anniversary of 9/11. Never forget. And we're going to talk about that a little bit. And I know a lot of people are going to be like, oh, crazy, because like, no, it's not a conspiracy. Like,
Yeah, it's 100% a conspiracy.
it was 1,000% inside fucking job. There are so many physicists and mathematicians and engineers who come forward like, yeah, buildings don't fall like that unless it's a controlled, demolished, like, blowing every floor away at the same time thing, like a set thing, a planned thing. A bunch of stuff was, like, a bunch of really expensive equipment was moved out, like, a week
Like, if it
prior.
actually was hit the way they say it was, then it actually would have leaned and went down.
Well, here's the thing. The guy who designed it was this Japanese guy who was actually afraid of heights. I forgot the guy's name. I'm sure I'll have a picture and name right here-ish. I don't know. He designed it specifically in case a plane would accidentally hit it. It'd be like poking a hole in a screen door. It wouldn't actually like compromise the whole thing. It would just poke a hole in it, and the structural integrity of it would be. He designed it that way, and steel does not melt at that temperature that the steel burns. So yeah, it's definitely an inside job, in my humble opinion, but I consider it a fact. So,
I mean, in my opinion, I'm a youngin', so I think the worst things. So, if based on what you just said,
wait, quick question: were you alive during 9/11?
I was a
damn.
year old.
Oh my
You're
god.
old.
I was a year
Bro,
old.
we were having a talk about this in our group chat today, and like some of them were talking about how they were like 3 and 9 years old, and I'm like,
born yet?
yeah,
But, like,
what?
I was the youngest.
God damn.
Yeah, no, I
Like,
was
how are we
born.
friends?
It was
like,
it was 9/11.
That's the restaurant in
9/11.
Chicago.
Hell, that is the
2001.
restaurant.
Yeah.
9/11 2001. So I was 10
I was
months old.
8th grade. I remember exactly where the fuck I was.
Or no,
I
I
was
was-
in civics class.
I was 9 months and 25 days old.
I was in 3rd grade learning cursive handwriting when that shit happened, and we all got sent home from school early. It was a
we were
big
still
thing.
in school.
I got
we,
sent home early.
We did like had
I was
full
with my
finished the
babysitter.
class and everything.
Oh no,
That
that
so
is
early.
the one. No, so little like
Well,
this sounds
such a-
all
crazy.
we did was
This
watch
sounds
it on the
crazy,
TV
right?
though. They literally brought TVs in for everybody, and like every class, we just all just watched that shit.
I remember when
the
like
rest of the day.
they brought it to my
Like, over and
classroom,
over?
but they didn't have enough.
Like, and not it. Like, it's the news.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay.
For my class, they didn't have enough TVs for every classroom. So like
Right.
the class around me just shared the classroom that I was in that the TV got brought in.
Shit.
So there's people all around just
That's how
watching
elementary
this.
schools were.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you
And
have
then
one
they
of
were
those
like-
big box
Like, each
TVs,
grade
yeah,
had,
like on a trolley cart.
Kind of. All I know is they didn't have enough for every room, so they were just like cart one TV and then bring
Yep,
5 room
yep.
classes in there.
No,
And
that's
it was
what's
very
crazy.
quiet.
When I was in
the
high
I used
whole-
to
school-
watch Wishbone.
When
that
I was
way.
in high school, there was like 3 teachers that still had those TVs on a cart.
Yeah, that's just how public school works. Yeah.
No, I know, but like I just want to state that like
Yeah.
there was only 3 teachers
AV kid.
when I was in high school. Only 3
I used to love being the
teachers.
guy getting the TV.
Oh yeah, you were the man.
You were the man.
Walking with
Yeah,
that giant
TV.
700 pounds, 23-inch TV,
Yes, sir.
small little TV, weighed about
Yeah,
700
you're fucking
pounds.
like 10 years old, 11 or even less, walking around school with these fucking huge ass TVs.
At eye level, it's like the
That's
little
crazy.
yellow things. Like, hey, don't ride the cart like a shopping cart. You'll die.
Yeah, like I didn't get that opportunity when I was in elementary or anything.
Well, you're
It's either it was already in the
That's
classroom.
because your kids
Yeah.
were busy eating Tide Pods.
Yes.
I was not. Okay, I
You have friends that are eating Tide Pods.
Yeah, I guarantee you know
No,
people who
he has
ate.
told me.
Oh yeah, you definitely.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say they did it.
Yeah.
All I'm gonna
let's
say
just
is
say
they
I
were there.
never ate a Tide Pod. Have I seen people eat Tide Pods? Yes. Did I dare people eat Tide Pods? Yes.
You're part of the
Did
problem.
did I laugh when they ate the Tide Pods? Yes. And did I take a video? Yes. But did I eat them? No. So in my defense, I'm not the bad guy. They ate the Tide Pod. They're the
Oh,
I
so
was
you
just there
didn't
for the
pull
video.
a gun out into their head and say, "Eat this." So
No.
It wasn't your fault.
No, I just had a light, like a camera light, pointing in their eyeballs and said, "Yo, eat that shit." And so
And
they ate
that's
it.
all they needed. Just
That's
like,
all they needed. And
I
they
mean,
were
it
like,
wasn't
yeah.
a gun, so in my defense, I wasn't peer pressure.
You were a gentle push.
No. I just
You
had
were-
the
you were
light.
a nudge.
I had the light in
You were a
case they.
shoulder nudge.
Yeah, you
No.
were a shoulder nudge.
Y'all don't understand. I was just being in case this becomes social media worthy. I'm gonna take the video
He had a
in
vision.
case they ate the Tide Pod.
Like,
I did not tell him to. I dared him to. And then he
Well,
ate it,
how is that?
and then I
different?
took a video.
How is that different?
You have a decision.
Some kids don't see it that way. Some kids like, oh, dare, I gotta fucking do it now.
That's their own fucking decision. That's why when people dare me, I take the dare because it's my decision and I don't give a fuck. But if you offer me a Tide Pod and dare me to eat it, I'm gonna tell you to kiss my ass and I ain't gonna eat it.
But if I dared you, you would 100% do it.
Probably.
Got Tide Pods?
No.
Well,
That was
boys,
about
it looks
as
like
bad.
we're
Oh my
fucked.
god.
Yes, thankfully,
Honestly,
you don't have to eat a
I don't
Tide
think
Pod.
we have Tide Pods, but I think we have some other brand pod.
I'm not eating no other fucking bullshit
I
pie.
will dare you so hard, and you'll have to do it, and I won't be at fault because you have a choice.
No, you won't be at fault because you'll be dropping me off at the hospital after I eat an off-brand Tide Pod.
I never said I was doing that. You have a choice not to take it, therefore it's my responsibility to
Yeah.
the hospital.
God
Can you give me that
damn.
Maybe. Actually, probably, yeah, because he's already home. Yeah, so I got you.
So if I need to go to the hospital
Oh,
after you
Totally
say-
different. That's your choice. You don't have to eat a Tide Pod. You're like, I'm going to...
No, but technically,
You see my point?
technically, Steve, you said you got me on my ride home.
Home. That's different. Not you being a fucking idiot eating a Tide Pod.
No, I'm not gonna eat a Tide Pod at my house.
If
Who the fuck does it by themselves?
If I were to dare you right now to eat a Tide Pod, you said, yeah, I would do it. Why would you do that?
Because a dare's a dare.
You see, some people don't see it as a dare as optional. They see it as mandatory. You have to do it.
Yeah, no, that's how I see dares.
Yeah, so how is it that when you dare someone else, you're not at fault because they have a choice, but they have the same mentality as you?
Yeah, that's their choice to have that mentality.
All right, Sleepy Joe, we're gonna circle back around this.
Am I wrong?
Yes, you are.
Comment below. Am I wrong? If I dare you, it's your fucking choice to take the dare or not.
But if you dare him, he has to do it.
No, that's fucking bullshit.
You
No.
just said
You
it.
just said it.
You just said you would absolutely, because a dare is a dare.
Oh yeah, no, I would take the dare.
You sound like our president right now.
I would take the dare.
Sleepy Joe, I
I-
don't need you here right
I don't think Sleepy Joe would take the dare. I'm pretty sure Sleepy Joe would tell me to take my vaccine instead of the Tide Pod.
If there are crayons involved, he absolutely would take the dare.
Like, dead ass though, like, eat a Tide Pod, take the vaccine. I'll eat a Tide Pod.
Well, at least you know what the Tide Pod will do. This vaccine is so fucking...
No, that's what I'm saying, bro. I've watched all my friends eat Tide Pods. They're fucking living, honestly. I have a few
God.
We are
neighbors.
not condoning or advertising the consumption of any detergent brand.
Please
of any
do not
sorts.
eat a Tide Pod.
Please
Let's
don't.
I'm not
If
saying
you
eat a
were to
Tide
eat
Pod, but what?
We had nothing to do
We're
with
not
it.
telling you. We're telling the
I'm
opposite.
saying-
We're saying
Yeah,
do
well,
not.
I'm
I am saying do
is
not eat a Tide
My
Pod.
personal opinion is,
Don't
if
eat
you're
a Tide
willing to
Pod.
stab yourself with some, I don't know, some random shit that someone tells you to, just eat a Tide Pod. It'll feel the same.
Yeah, we're not medical experts. We can't say that's
We're
factual.
any
or
type
not.
of medical expert.
I'm
At
not,
all.
but I can promise you. I can
Don't promise
you.
them. Don't promise nothing. No.
No, he's not.
No.
Disclaimer. Anything he says for the rest of this video
Is
is just
tomfuckery.
Yeah, it's just
No,
bullshit.
seriously though.
All right.
Tomfuckery.
promise me.
It's tomfuckery for the rest of this
Yes.
show from him.
No.
just
Yes.
big ass
Nobody
disclaimer.
can sue us
Make
now
sure
because
you have
it's
a big
tomfuckery,
ass
not facts.
disclaimer right there because
Big false disclaimer. Disclaimer. Slim Jim states to all people, if you want the vaccine, eat a Tide Pod. It's the same fucking thing. End of discussion.
So, anyways, this was brought up because Joe Biden, what was it, yesterday, I guess? And then the
literally
9th,
yesterday.
the 9th
It'd be about a week.
September
The
from now.
man's got me heated, alright? The man's got
yeah,
me.
he was like, it's not about your own personal safety, it's or
He
freedom.
says,
It's not.
yeah.
It's a thing you just have to do it, which
I'm
infringes
sorry,
on a
but-
lot of people's freedoms and personal choices. So it's a hot topic issue, and he kind of went about it like a dictatorial thing.
Very much like a dictator.
No, I mean,
Yes.
he
But
literally
that's a good
says it's not
dictator.
about your freedom.
Yeah, it was
Or your
almost,
personal choice.
Yeah, he says if
Now,
if
granted,
the governors don't get in the or if the governors don't allow
get
it
on board,
to
yeah.
get on board, he's
He's
gonna
gonna-
pass them.
Yeah.
Which is
That's illegal.
that is super illegal.
That's the
Yeah.
most illegal thing you can do.
That's kind
The
No,
of
the one
state
thing
government
that-
is
one
the
thing
only
that,
thing that can say anything against
one
the federal.
thing that Trump did that made sure that the governors were doing their part, even though he might not have liked it what they did.
Yeah.
He never went out of his way to do,
No.
ever see them.
No, even the
Yeah.
guy up in New York, he was
Yes.
doing everything against Trump, and
No.
Trump literally was like, I'm gonna let him run his state, and anyone that doesn't want to live in
But he did.
New York,
He did. Or he
still
was,
had the opportunity
he
to
was
leave New
talking
York.
bad about them, he didn't like what they were doing. To
Yeah.
him. But he
But he
never
wouldn't-
went out of his way to do
Yeah.
some super
But
illegal shit.
even
on
this
that part.
the guy in New York right now, Biden's going after him now because he said like one little thing along the lines of what Biden says that was a lie. They got taken back and they had Biden go read a script and
I just feel like a
rephrase
lot of
what he
people
said.
are.
It's like so now
are
New
looking
York.
at Biden in a different light than they did
Yeah.
before Trump.
absolutely.
No,
Because,
and that's what I
it's
find
like-
funny. It's like
Yeah.
y'all really like, in my opinion, in my true opinion. Then again, I'm younger than the majority of the world, I guess.
Yeah.
Technically,
Okay.
Yeah.
What's your point?
my point is, it was the first time I was allowed to vote for a president,
Mhm.
right? So I voted for the president that I thought would keep my freedoms,
Okay.
keep my blah blah blah, keep
Okay.
continue to be a president. Did I necessarily want it to be Trump? No. Was there another option?
Yes.
Yes.
There was
There's actually
There
two
was
more.
there was Green
Yes.
Party and there was
libertarian.
a Libertarian Party.
So it's
I
not
was
just
willing
two
to
choices.
click.
Which I'm so mad
But-
JoJo didn't get it. I wanted
That's okay.
JoJo for president.
No, and that
JoJo
I
for
voted for
president.
JoJo.
Yeah.
I'm
2024, yeah.
always,
I'm not even gonna
always
lie.
down for JoJo. I don't give a
100%.
fuck.
Like
Mike
I,
Cohen as the VP.
I
Yeah.
will
Yeah.
say this right now. I am a Trump supporter.
You just got so
but
much hate. You got so much that we can't put your
No.
social media down there anymore. They're gonna
Okay.
just blow you up.
no,
Yeah,
no,
I
it's
think
fine.
that-
No, it's
Okay.
fine. Put my shit down there. I don't give a shit. Yeah, no, definitely put my shit down there. I want the hate. I love the hate. Because at the end of the day, like,
You say that.
I was a Trump supporter, and then all the media backlash Trump. And so then I thought, why would I vote? No offense to Trump, because I like sincerely thought he was going to do the best for our country, but because of the way everyone and the media was perceiving him, I knew, one, he probably wasn't going to win, and two, Biden was just going to do everything that Trump did opposite. And everything that Trump had done was pretty damn good. So I went and picked, I believe I picked the Green Party.
You went on that whole rant supporting Trump to say you fucking boy Green Party.
Yeah, 100%.
No, like that.
Yeah,
No.
he so just did, bro.
No, and that's the only reason.
And like Shyamalan.
No, the only reason why I did that was because I didn't want to.
Have you seen that movie? Oh,
I didn't want to write Harambe
I have not.
on my poll list or on my poll ticket because
You know how many people voted for Harambe last election? Not the one with Trump, but the
No,
one with like.
no, I
that was
was
actually the first one.
It was first word, yeah.
It
It was like
Trump's-
32,000 or something like that.
I was about to.
It was dumb, bro.
Yeah.
I was about to put Harambe down, but I decided not to and just put a Green Party, and that's strictly because, no offense, but I felt if I actually voted for Trump and he won, for some reason, some way, all these other people were just going to find out a way to figure out who in each and every person that voted for Trump was.
So it was a personal safety thing?
Yeah.
Ah. So it's almost like.
I did not vote
It's
for.
like you
I
don't
didn't.
trust the government.
I didn't.
Or just
I did
people
not
who
vote for the
support-
person that I trusted because I didn't trust the people that were going up against him. If
So
that
it's
makes
almost
sense.
like the party who has been known to be like a. Historically, like a peaceful.
Right, because you
center
gotta remember,
party.
when I was a freshman in high school-
let him talk.
Let me with it, all right?
Yeah.
So like the party who's been like known to be like a peaceful protest or a peaceful da 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 da. I
Right.
feel like they're actually more violent or as violent as the other party.
if not more,
If not more. Okay.
in my opinion. Because
And then now we have a president who is in that blue
No,
party
and-
and he's forcing people to
and
do
like,
things
I
against
would
their
not-
will, like in the
like,
leadership would.
this
Yeah.
isn't me trying to say like, oh, whatever, but like even in my family, I have a 65-year-old dad, 65-year-old mom. My mom is a Joe Biden, like, I've owed my life to
Okay.
him for 42 years.
Those people are out there, yep.
Yeah,
And
there's
it's like
plenty of people
my
like that.
dad will start talking, and then it's like his ass is on the couch.
Huh.
And the moment his ass hits the couch, he's just muttering,
I feel like we're getting a little off topic.
muttering.
Sir.
And then I,
I'm trying to
Chip
figure
in.
out where he's trying to go in with
no,
this.
what I'm trying to
Let me
get
go
at
for a second.
is like,
Alright,
go.
my
Let me
dad
go.
will be chirping and chirping, like muttering and shit, and then I'll try to chip in on it, and then all of a sudden, next thing I know, my mom's kicking me out of my house because of the shit I said. But most of the time, it's nothing even bad. It's just like, Mom, Biden is literally running this country into the ground. I'm not saying we all should have voted for
Alright,
Trump.
alright,
I'm saying we should have
alright,
voted for
Okay,
Trump.
yeah, this is getting a little too political.
Yeah, it is getting a little political, but I'm gonna just say with my case real quick.
All right, what's the case, Ace?
All right,
Hey,
so yeah, so my thing is, the Black Lives Matter has been ran by. I'm one of those conspiracists. All right, Black Lives Matter has been run by rich white folks to destroy the inner cities of black neighborhoods for quite a while, even before the whole Black Lives Matter thing. There has been like literally videos like
Okay,
where
so that's like-
Josh,
Let
please,
the man
yo,
talk.
just
You
fucking
talk
just
so
talk.
much in this video.
Yeah,
Please let the man
please. And if you ever look up where the actual money that goes from the Black Lives Matter, you'll never see it go back into inner cities. You don't see any black communities for the most part at all. Also, the Democrats pretty much are the only real political party that's behind the Black Lives Matter, so that's kind of suspect also.
I didn't know that.
The Republicans
not-
really doesn't really fuck with that. And then with Joe Biden, like Joe Biden was like huge for the Black Lives Matter, and pretty much anybody that was part of Democrats, part of the Black Lives Matter protest. Which, don't get me wrong, them protests were real shit for real people, but like the people that are actually organizing these shits are getting in these people's heads and know what to say to these people to make them riot. And make them get it's just really a fucked up situation because like right now nothing has changed. Black people are still being killed. But
it's not worse though. It's
stop
not
talking.
worse.
Hispanics are just as many, but you don't see as many riots now. It's because the Democrats are now in power, so they're not manipulating the backgrounds as much, and it's just showing how fucked this whole government is. And now they're on to more of the COVID shit, making sure everybody has this COVID shit. Like nobody knows what the fuck's going on with COVID.
Yeah.
They say the FDA the FDA just signed off on the vaccine. But the only reason why they signed off on the vaccine is because Fauci, which was the head speaker, which is part of the Democrats, falsified some information and making them say that shit, and she got kicked out of her spot. So, who are we supposed to believe when everybody's just lying to your face?
Yeah, ourselves at that point.
Yeah.
You're supposed
and do your own fucking research.
Your morals, I guess.
I don't trust any of it. I just don't trust the government. I don't trust nothing. I trust
my body. I trust my body. That's about it.
I have 5, 6 people in my life that I actually truly trust. It's just crazy.
Yeah.
And my biggest thing with the vaccine is I don't have a lot of trust in my body to begin with.
We're skipping. We were supposed to be talking about 9/11.
Oh yeah, we went on a tangent.
And then we went on a super tangent.
Yeah, that happened.
I went to rejoin 9/11, and then everyone was just still going, and then I forgot.
It's all good. So 9/11, late conspiracy. It's been proven on multiple different occasions. It's just not officially it's like an open secret. Everyone knows, but it's what?
Bro, honestly, I think it was literally the real. You know how. When we got bombed by Pearl Harbor, how they knew the Japanese were coming. And
they had intelligence.
They had intelligence.
They chose to ignore it. So there's no fucking way that happened.
Biden had intelligence that the 13 people in Kabul were going to get bombed.
I'm sure a lot of presidents over the years have
we knew that shit was going to happen. He didn't pull the trigger. That's literally what happened in Kabul. There's
why do you keep bringing up Biden?
We're
literally talking about 9/11 right now.
9/11 because 9/11's tomorrow, and the one threat that they have made is 9/11 Part 2.
Yeah, I don't think that's gonna fucking happen.
But they made that threat 2 years ago.
They have enough.
And now they have
They say that shit literally.
They have $8 million.
They said it for the 10-year thing, and nothing fucking happened.
Yeah, but they didn't have $8 million worth of U.S. equipment.
And most of that stuff is going to break in the next 6 months. If they don't use it, they don't know what the fuck.
A lot of people,
I don't even understand how much goes into because I was a mechanic over there in Iraq, and those machines, unless you really take care of them shits, especially with the amount of sand and fucking the heat, you have to keep up with that shit. If they don't have those technicians, that a large scale of technicians, if you think let's just say 10 different large restaurants worth of people, all those employees are just mechanics, then you won't be able to fucking run that shit. Yeah. And they don't have it. They might have the supplies, but they don't have the people.
They might be able to get it to run for a few days, but
no, they'll have it. They'll be able to run it for I said, no more than 6 months. I say 6 months unless they bring in people that are actual mechanics and work them like slaves.
The thing is, they're starting to. They made a tie with China in the last 24 hours. Taliban made a tie with China.
I don't think they did.
Yeah, I think
and also they have the Russians on their ass.
It might be bullshit.
Yeah, I think they have the Russians. Yeah, I'm pretty positive the Russians are still on their ass though.
Because Russia wants Part 2.
Yeah, Russia wants a piece of that ass.
No. I know Russia wants their
especially
shit.
with America out of there. Russia wants their shit.
Yeah.
And Russia don't play games.
Yeah, Russia wants all that money. because there's hella money in the Middle East.
There's a lot of like resources and stuff in there, rare earth metals and
And that's the whole reason why the Taliban are still a fucking thing. It's just because they're on a territory with all the resources.
yeah. If they were in the middle of nowhere with no anything, and they would just be like a cult. Yeah.
Why don't you just go that way?
I will.
Like I was about to say that, like when people hear like military grade, as a civilian, you think this is really fucking like durable and extra strength. But people in the military, are military grade. What does someone in the military think when they hear that term, military grade?
It just really depends on what it is. Because, like, you know, if you have a really good supply, which is basically the person that gives you all your stuff, they can hook you up with some really dope shit.
Okay.
Or
Standard
they
issue.
have regular standard issue stuff that can last a very long time. Or they can, like, fudge the numbers and, like, get you, like, the Wish version. They get you the Wish version so they can, like, pocket a couple of, like, cool things themselves.
Okay.
And, yeah. So, you can either have the standard thing, or you can have the Wish version. Yeah.
All right. So I think that puts me a little bit at ease with the whole billions of dollars of equipment that.
But don't get me
something
wrong,
there.
like, yeah, alright, so there's the standard stuff, and then
Yeah.
there's, like, the extra stuff. Like, if you wanted, like, ACOGs on your weapon, which is basically, like, a really cool, like a sniper scope. Like, yeah, those are extra money that, like, when you're in overseas, your budget is actually higher
Yeah.
than when it is in the States.
We have more money to need for it.
Yeah, you have way more needs for it. And, yeah, that's, over there, like, you have so much money. They give you so much money to be overseas. What the fuck are you doing? Oh my god.
Plug right in front of you. That's Gase's.
That's mine. Did you go in the bathroom with it?
It's right that.
Oh my god.
You're saying, sir?
Yeah, I was just talking about how, fuck, god damn it.
There's a lot of money overseas.
Yeah,
There's like
yeah.
more immediate need for that kind of stuff.
So,
Yeah.
yeah, I got some really cool knives from over there, which I don't know where the hell any of it went, but
Yeah.
I totally 100% had like some of the most badass knives when I was overseas. Because my supply hooked us the fuck up.
By the way, for my birthday, I'm asking for an archery setup and a tomahawk / everything setup. So
Yeah, I'll just promise I never see that stuff.
why?
Just promise me that.
Why?
Because I just said so. I've never asked you to promise anything. Promise me I never see that.
Why?
There's no why.
There's no why.
What's the problem with archery and tomahawk?
Again,
That's not the point. There's no question here.
why are you questioning why I want to never see something?
Because tomahawks and archery.
It doesn't matter that it's cool or fun
Yeah.
or whatever. He just wants you to promise him that
Yeah,
you never
like
see
we
that.
can 100% go to like a fucking
Like Tomahawk place and stuff.
My
what's the
backyard.
no.
I forgot what it's called.
No, the
Apex.
place Apex,
The
yeah.
place we're talking about
Yeah,
for like a
oh,
month
God
and a half
damn.
now, yeah.
Yeah, like Apex, like we can 100% go to Apex
It's so
and
much
toss some
cheaper.
shit and whatever. I'm not worried about that. I never want to see any of your stuff of archery and you with an axe outside of a localized like environment.
Yes.
I met my mom.
And that,
That's
what did
not
I
a
just say?
localized environment.
Yeah.
So
Hey, all I gotta do is scream and I'm at the hospital.
No,
that's not the
no.
point.
What did I just say?
That's not the point. You missed
And
the point,
also,
sir.
I
What
told
did I
you
just
about
say?
my tree and
What? What did I-
okay?
Okay, I think we need to skip topics here because this is gonna be no
Oh my
secret, I think.
god.
Okay, look, I'm sorry. I haven't seen these fools in too long because, yeah.
What do you, we just saw you like 2 days ago.
Dude, I see you 2 days a week.
Yeah, we used to see us 5 days a week.
Sometimes more.
That was mostly just 5.
No, it was
Yeah.
mainly
Yeah,
6.
it was literally, we only worked
5 days.
5 days a week.
Yeah, and on
It might have
Tuesday we had
changed.
D&D.
It might have occasionally a 6th day.
It was always a 6th day. D&D was on Tuesdays.
G&D was on 6 of that. Okay, you saw 6 days a week.
Yeah, I've been fucking missing my homies, okay?
Fair enough. Fair enough.
That's fair.
Yeah, I want you all to comment down below and say, Slim Jim misses you fuckers. And if you don't,
I'm gonna read it, and I'm gonna dislike every comment you post.
Yo, you want to call it, bro?
I mean,
I have one more thing I want
Alright,
to say real fast.
you know what? Go, say what you want to say.
One more quick thing.
Oh, shit.
Won't let it take long.
I would like to hear it.
Yeah, it's pretty nice. So yeah, about the whole them leaving a bunch of stuff behind. I've had several people contact me personally and saying, hey, it was just a lot cheaper for them to leave all that military equipment behind. I'm like, that might be true, but when you consider the people who would have gotten it, the risk, might have been not easier just to fucking bring that shit back, or at least heavily sabotage it beforehand.
yeah, not just like shoot a few bullets. through,
No,
like,
it's not
fucking-
cheaper to actually, because one, bring that stuff back. Alright, we don't know when we're going into another large scale war like we just went into.
Yeah.
Like, all that equipment and stuff is still really fucking well. Like the MRAP, or I would say like the MRAPs and like the newer,
The trucks that go over
armored
the landmines,
vehicles.
the
Those
landmine
are
vehicles.
that's what
Yeah.
our MRAPs are.
Yeah.
They're meant to literally drive over like landmines and stuff.
Yeah.
Those came out when I was overseas,
Yeah.
so they're fairly fucking new. They're like 11 years old, or like like I would say
Yeah,
14.
They got
like,
come
yeah,
up with
like
an
14,
atomic
or 14,
bomb to
15
fucking
years.
Take out that bitch.
Those are really fucking new, and they're still putting out new ones all the fucking time. Shit, there's some that are out in the States, like, there's police departments that have MRAPs. Like,
Yeah.
what the fuck do y'all need those for?
They got the
Like,
budget
I
for
saw
it.
those shits in the riots,
Yeah.
and I was like, yo, why
Why
the fuck
do you
do you have an MRAP, bro? Like,
What do you think's gonna happen here?
yeah,
What
like,
were you briefed on?
like, this is not 1980s fucking Watts fucking riots at
Yeah,
the time. Like,
this isn't
Well,
like,
that's the war on Drug Street. The police department can
The
justify
riots
pretty much
now
any
are not-
budget they want, so they can get that kind of military stuff.
that's
like I'm
crazy.
young, but like I'm young and
Like,
like
no,
I'm
not
old
great. I'm not
enough,
gonna
I
get on
guess.
that.
Yeah, like an MRAP driving around. Let's think if the MRAP was driving around here.
That'd be
No,
fucking
that's
pretty
what I'm
crazy.
saying.
Yes.
No, like bro, like I'm considered young, right? But
Yes,
like
you
I
are.
am
are young.
old enough to know that like when I was in middle school, when I was in elementary school, and there were riots, but like you know, like
Oh,
not even
yeah,
to try to get
honestly,
into
yeah.
that, but like the
When you're-
LGBTQ was in like 9th grade, and like that
I'm
wasn't
trying to
like
think,
a big
When
pride.
did you have like a really bad riot period?
No, literally
I don't
once
think
I
you did.
graduated.
He didn't, right?
You didn't have a riot period. No,
Really?
when,
Yeah, we didn't
when
have-
you were in middle school, I don't think you did.
No, that's
Right,
what
no, I'm
no,
saying,
it
like,
wasn't a riot
It
period.
wasn't until you like
It
got
was
out of high
until
school.
Yeah.
It was the
Like-
year I graduated.
Like,
Okay.
It was
Your
the year
last
I
couple of
graduated,
years.
and then coronavirus, and then everything.
yeah, that's like.
It was
like,
literally the
before
year,
you
like,
like 12th grade. I
yeah,
don't think you had
Oh.
any really bad riots.
Nah.
no, at all.
Like you had the shootings.
No, like
Yeah, you had the
shootings,
shootings.
but
Yeah,
it was
you had the
because of
shootings.
drug
No,
problems.
you had the school
Shootings
shootings.
to like.
I mean,
yeah,
yeah, but
snaps
like that
down.
shit was.
Yeah.
Dude, that shit happened at my school one time. Oh my god, it wasn't an actual school shooting, but someone had like said that they were
Oh, like a
like
threat.
on
Okay.
social media, and someone
There's the one
fucking
that was
someone posted
out
it.
there over there
Virginia
where
Tech.
no Logan, where she lives at school.
Oh,
Yeah, there was
shit.
there was a person that put in said they had a bomb and they were
Yep.
about to go off.
That's what happened
the
at my.
next day.
That's what happened at
And
Cox.
yeah, they got that kid. Yeah,
Good
for them.
they
They
got,
got
him
him.
before the
No,
day
little
before.
did I know that kid was at my next door neighbor's house like 2 days prior.
God damn.
I was like, what the fuck? My life.
Small
Yeah.
fucking world.
Like, that's what I was thinking. I was like, what a small
Alright.
world. That
I'll
man
call
just
it.
pulled a
Yep.
gun in class. And
Okay, everyone, this has been.
Two cooks.
hey, one server.
Thank you all for watching. Please don't forget to like,
Peace.
share, subscribe, bell notification icon, and we'll see y'all next time.